Okay guys, I am back again with another quick find. I ran around town this morning looking at a couple different thrift stores, and there wasn't very much. These are the two finds for this morning. I'll start with this one. This one is a champagne carrier, and it was $3. These are usually just free with the champagne, but the reason I looked into it was because of this name, Smeg, and I believe it is fairly popular now. So I looked up the tin online, and it looks like these do sell for between like $50 to $60. So yeah, I'm gonna list that and just see if it sells. If it doesn't, then it was only $3, and we'll just redonate it. The other item was this, and this I think will sell very well. It's a vintage AM/FM radio, Panasonic AM/FM radio, and it was $5.29. And there's a couple of things you want to look for when you look at radios. First of all, make sure all the dials are on and make sure it's working well. And a lot of times these antennas will get damaged or destroyed. So you just want to make sure the antenna is good. And then the other thing is there's likely a battery compartment. And so you want to open up the battery compartment and look at the terminals. This one's in perfect condition, but just look at the terminals in the battery compartment. Make sure they didn't leave a battery in for, like 10 years or something and have it just destroy it. Because I know from experience that people are very picky with radios. So sometimes it's not even worth picking up if it's missing parts, or if the compartment's damaged, then you have to list it for parts and it might not even sell. So yeah, that's something to think about. So yeah, this was $5.29. I'll probably list this for around $84.99 plus shipping. And I'm going to clean it up a little bit just to make it look better. But yeah, I function tested it in the store and it seemed to work well. So I think that was a decent find. Other than that, that's all the finds that I have for this morning. We are going to start the channel off at 0 again for the New Year's, as suggested by my sister-in-law. So we're going to start at 0 for the income, and we'll start building it up again. So it'll start from January 1st. I'll go back and calculate how much I've spent from January 1st until the present time. And that'll also make it easier to keep track of as well. So as you guys know, with the channel, here I'll flip here. So as you guys know, with the channel, I basically based it on a challenge. I took $6.78 and then I bought 3 things, and then I believe it was a hat, a salt and pepper shaker, and then something else. And then the profits from that I just kept flipping back into the store. So that's where we get our total from, the 10,000 or 11,000, could be up to 12,000 now. But yeah, that's where I've been getting this total from, is I deduct the amount that I spend and then I keep the running total. So it is kind of a challenge to be able to, find stuff and then actually make sure that you flip it and then actually make sure that you're making money. And I suggest, if you guys are if you're into, thrift hunting and stuff like that, this could be a good thing that you could try on your own, even as just like a side hustle or just like something you do in, on the weekends or whatever. And it's a good way to gauge how good you're getting at finding things. And it helps you improve as well, because when you start to buy things, you start to see what sells and what doesn't sell, and then you can kind of adjust as you go. So that's kind of what I do. And then a lot of what I do is based off of completed listings on eBay, and as well as what is listed right now on eBay. So if you have something that, say, it has a lot of completed listings, but then you look up the existing listings and there's still thousands of that item and they're dropping in price, then it's kind of not really worth the headache to buy it and then list it and then just wait on it. But on the other hand, if you see items that are selling really high and there's zero supply, or they're selling really high, there's zero supply, and then there's maybe 1 or 2 that are listed on auction, and then those auction items are being bid on excessively, then you can kind of see that the item is okay, this has some crazy demand and it is worth picking up. So yeah, that's kind of how I do things. I also use Google image search a lot, and it's worth it to kind of use Google image search. You just have the app on your phone and take a picture, and then it'll show compared listings. So I'll look for things that I haven't seen before that seem kind of different, and then I'll just take a picture and see if I can find it. So yeah, those are the main things. And then you get really good over time at just identifying things that are collectible and things that are worth picking up. So yeah, sorry for the rant, guys. I just thought I'd go into that a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get these listed and see what sells, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Bye for now. Good morning, guys. So I just came out of Goodwill and I made a little purchase. I'll show you guys. So this is a Shelly teacup. It was $1.29, and I hunted through the entire store and I found the saucer to go with it, and it was also $1.29 because they were separated. But I'm gonna list that on eBay probably for around $85. This is kind of what I look for in teacups, is the solid outside color and the kind of like art in the middle. And there are some that sell for around $400 to $500, especially Shelly and Ainsley. So yeah, just have a look around and make sure they're in excellent condition before you buy. That's the main thing. The other buy was this, and it is a set of candle holders, and I believe they're from Denmark. I'm going to look them up when I get home, but they were at $2.79. I'm always kind of looking for the Danish mid-century items. So, well, police just went by. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. This, I'm going to have to look up the information on it. I just kind of did a quick search. There are certain ones of these candle holders that are sterling. So it's a good thing to look out for. Yeah, I'm going to move on and see if I can find anything else. But that's it for now, guys. Guys, I am back again with another find. I was just out for a quick stop at our local thrift store, and this was what I found. This is a teacup and saucer made by Paragon. You can see the price was $3. This is one of the main names that I look out for, is Paragon. There are some teacups and saucers that will sell for $400 to $500 for one. So it is worth looking into that if you're interested. I would just look on eBay under sold listings and just see the ones that have sold for the most amount of money. But this one I will probably list for $124.99 on eBay. And a couple of things to look out for. One major thing is crazing, which is the glaze kind of crackling. If you see that, then it's probably not worth picking the teacup up. Also, you can give it a little tap and it should ring like that with a full ring, and that'll indicate that there's no like cracks or damage to the teacup. And you can also do it to the saucer. So that's another good thing to look for. If you're selling on eBay, customers want to know if it has a full ring or not, because if it doesn't have the full ring, it's got some sort of damage inside. So they will sometimes ask you if it passes the ring test. So yeah, that was the find for this afternoon. I'm gonna get this listed and put away, and I'll let you guys know when I find something else. Talk to you in a bit. Okay guys, we are back again, and I'm just on my way. Somebody messaged me online and said that they have a collection of antiques that they're trying to get rid of. So I'm gonna go look at it. I'm not too sure if this is gonna end up being a video or not. I guess it depends on what we find, but yeah, I'll head over there now, and if I find anything good, I'll show you guys what I found. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to make this quick because we have dogs barking in the house there. But yeah, I did end up picking a couple things up. So I guess this was an escape room that they're closing down or switching locations. But the lady said she had acquired a bunch of stuff from the estate of an older lady, and she had used it in her escape room and no longer needed it. I think they might have been just changing the theme, but yeah, I was able to buy a few things. She did have a lot of furniture, and I really can't deal with furniture right now, so I ended up buying some small items. So in total I paid $150, and I'll show you some of the items here. We'll start off with these. So this was the first one. This is a Victorian era painting. You can see it is hand painted, and on the back looks old. I believe this is supposed to be ivory, but it could be faux ivory. There's another one here, same thing. But yeah, both are hand painted. Those will probably sell for around $100 each. The next item I'll grab over here. It's a Victorian inkwell, and she had mentioned that she just had kind of glued this inkwell pen in its place, but still pretty cool. Definitely Victorian era, and it might be silver. I don't see a mark though. So the other thing was this table runner, and I believe this is Victorian. I can't really pull it out too well here, but I believe it is Victorian. I think it's like a silk material, so it's small enough to ship on eBay, and it looks really nice. And then this was the main thing. Sorry, I'm doing this in the car. So this is a silver cream and sugar set, and it is fairly heavy, and I'll show you the bottom of it here. So on the bottom it says sterling. That's what we want to see. So I believe I'll have to weigh this up, but this will pay for probably everything that we purchased today. So yeah, $150. I should at least double my money. And it was great to look at new things. I'm hoping I gave her a card, and I'm hoping that maybe she has other items that she's trying to get rid of as well. But time will tell if I hear back from her. But anyways, that is it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk. Sorry, there's one more thing here, and it is this little, it looks like jade. I don't know if it is or not. It's like really hard to tell for me what is jade and what isn't jade. But I've heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard if you feel it and it feels cold, then it's jade. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, this was included as well. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I'll bring everything in and we'll weigh up the silver, and I'll show you. Okay guys, I'm here at my scale, and it looks like we have 636 grams of silver. So that is worth roughly $575. I'll try to show you the London Gold Buyer website on the screen here. So yeah, I think we did very well today. The other stuff I'm not too sure, like the small portrait, I think it'll sell for around 100, and there's two of them, so maybe 200. And then I'm gonna look into the Victorian rug and the other item, the jadeite piece, if it is real jadeite. I'm not sure. So yeah, thanks for following along, guys. Get this stuff listed, and I'll let you guys know if anything sells. So before I get too far into making this video, there's a couple more things that I picked up this morning, and I'll just show you guys right now. So this was on Marketplace. You can see it's got my name on it. I'll get those open and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so here are the 3 extra finds from this morning. This was from Marketplace, and these are long burger baskets. You can see their sign there. And these were $15 for the 2 of them. So these are handmade baskets, and they're usually signed by the artist, and fairly collectible. If you look on eBay, there's some sold listings that are fairly substantial. So what I would recommend, if you're interested, is just to go on eBay and then search sold listings under long burger, and you can see the ones that are fairly rare that sell for, there's some sets that sell for almost $1,000. So that'd be a good thing to look for if you're out, especially at thrift stores, because this is something they could easily overlook. So anyways, those were $15 for the 2 of them. I'm not too sure about price yet, but I'll have to look into it to see what I should price it at. The other item was this, and you can see the name there. Oh, I don't know if I can zoom in enough. Baccarat, and it's a small glass bowl. This was $10. I went to a small market in our town, and yeah, this was $10 at the market. There is some listed online for quite a bit of money. I believe I listed this one for $150 on eBay. So we'll let that sit on eBay for a little while and see how it does. And then this last item was just another $10 item, and it's a wood cutout kit. And yeah, I just thought it was something cool to list on eBay. It's small enough and light enough that I can just store it away and somebody will want it. So I listed that for around $54.99. So you can see the design on it. Kind of vintage looking. And you just cut out the pieces of wood and inlay them into the background. So pretty cool item. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I'm going to get everything listed and I'll let you guys know what's up.